Yeah, I'm still kind of loading in right now, but I doubt it. But I mean, yeah, we'll wing it for sure. But yeah, like you said, okay. Yes, and I am so excited to be back with this group of guys. I mean, yep. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Who gets the championship? I'm gonna say Paul Gibson. Yes, sir. That's another good pick too. Right. Hockenheimring. Mhm. Ooh, yeah. Right. Right. So basically, what we're gonna do is throughout the race tonight, we're gonna be looking throughout the field, and we're gonna see who literally can go from basically the back of the field as far forward to the field as fast as they can, and we're gonna give them that award, and we're gonna try and do that every week here. The next, well, we got what, six races this season. Oh my gosh!
Yeah. So literally, I've been sitting here talking for the last 20 minutes with no microphone, and they just heard you. I just got a text message that says your mic's off, and I literally had no idea why. I am such gosh almighty, I'm so behind on things anymore. Good Lord, Todd. Anyway, welcome to Red Sox Racing Series. Literally my third time doing this, by the way. It's my third time, Todd. We're back here for another season of Red Sox.
Oh God!
Literally, our about ninth season. You would think I would have an idea of how to run a microphone. Apparently, do not know how.
Well, that semi that you passed on the interstate must have really messed you up.
I'm telling you, sometimes, Todd, I need to really put sticky notes on stuff I need to do.
Yeah.
I am the most unorganized person when it comes to certain things, and it's all in my head. I never write anything down. I really need to start doing this. Anyway, we are live here from the Red Sox Racing Series once again for the third time tonight at Red Bull Ring. 2.68 miles. I don't even have to look anymore because I got it memorized now. We are rolling out here for the grid. Colin Weatherhope, Nikhil Kopker, David Shutt. I did get my championship pick in, but y'all didn't hear it. Nikhil Kopker, I said, will be the champion.
I don't know. He's got to beat his teammate Paul Gibson for it. So
yeah.
But I'm still kind of loading in myself. I mean, I'm stuck at 98% right now. So
I will, if I need to, just let me know. So we are about to go green. Here in just a moment. Cars are up on the grid. You guys see them. We are going to Hard Charger Award tonight.
Yeah, I can explain that again. So yeah, we're gonna try something new.
Hold that thought as we are getting ready to go green flag. We will tell everybody what that is. Pace car is off. Green flag set to come out. We wait. Red Sox Fall Series is waiting underway here from Red Bull Ring.
Surely would be nice to see it, but
big wreck behind. There was contact. Not sure who that was. Looks like everything's okay for now. As we get a little bit further look back, right now, looking right here. Colin Weatherhope, David Shutt, Mark Wilson right now looks like he is going to be able to clear and take away left position. Almost going to bring it back up right there. Matthew Gosh, but back up to Paul Gibson side by side with David Shutt. Not for long. Shutt able to take second. Hold on to second. So everything's still right now clean and green up front. You also see, I do apologize by the way, Paul Gibson actually did lose second to David Shutt. So David takes second away. Right now, Colin Weatherhope out front and Nikhil Kopker working forward. Already right now, our biggest mover is Scott Custad. He was up 2 spots back in 21st spot. And that number 12 right there on the screen. We've got Terry Dahl right there at 50. He's got a new paint. That's a good looking ski bar.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one thing that we've noticed. Terry Dahl always brings really good paints, and some of these other guys do as well.
Les Turner dropping new paint, not dropping Batman this year. I like the paint and the red, white. Ooh, that's good. I gotta look at this one. I like that. American flag. Look at that paint. That might be the best looking paint in the field. Not gonna lie, that is probably the best looking paint. So.
Nope, I'm still at 98%.
He still goes in because his slow computer apparently don't know what it's doing.
Yep.
Chris Shield-Smith working on Justin Kirby. You see him right there in that red and silver car, followed by that white car right in front. He's Chris Shield-Smith right now. There up front, Mitch Heller. One of the fan favorites. We always talk about Mitch.
Yes.
Yeah, probably Todd honestly is the biggest fan favorite in all this series. Check that out. That was an awesome shot. We go on board with Mitch Heller. You just see the flames shooting out the back of the flare and the balance of the rose. Like this again right here as well. There it is. Pretty awesome to see that. That's pretty sick. But we need more people driving McLarens. That is.
Yeah.
I don't get to drive a McLaren very much, but from now on, Joe, I don't know, we're racing McLarens just because the flames on the back of the car. He's probably cussing me right now and telling me no, we're not, but yes, we are. And that's the way it's going to be. Anyway, Mitch Heller right now, by the way, down 3 spots, Todd, up back in 7th. He actually started, up a little bit further in 4th, so he is down a few spots here.
Yeah, and that does not worry me at all right now. Mitch Heller, he's really good at these type of races. He likes to take his time at the beginning, but then right after these guys take, their pit stop for fuel, that's really where he, I guess you could say, he flips the switch and heads toward the front of the field.
For sure. There, right up in front of you, see Terry Dahl. You also see Matthew in that 222 car. He took a peek on Robert. That's a nice looking car too. A lot of nice paint schemes in here this season so far. Really like them. As you see, a lot of single file racing. That's the thing, Todd. We have never broadcasted at this track. This is our first track that we've ever broadcasted here. Our first time we broadcast here is Alex LaRose. Gets maybe ran off the track a little bit. Actually, it was not LaRose. That was Timber Bidwell that gets sent off the track a little bit, but able to regain that and get back on track. One of the things, Todd, we always talk about this race is that pit stops, always a big thing. We know that. Yep. We've talked about it. When do you hit pit road in this?
Oh, boy. Let's see here.
Laps. This is a 30-minute race, but we're estimating 21 laps.
Okay, so in this kind of style of racing, you basically want to try and go at least halfway. You know, and you're not going to come down and get tires, but you at least want to go halfway to where you don't have to take as much fuel.
I agree.
To make it to the end. So.
Yeah, really, if you can even make it past halfway, do so. I mean, you don't really need to pit until the last second. That's my opinion. I don't agree with pitting first. As we get an onboard look here, David Shutt took the outside. We're riding on the nose right now, Paul Gibson, who does a great job of breaking it. By the way, I just noticed David Shutt is PG-13 now.
I guess.
I did not know that. Huh. When did that happen?
I would say in between seasons.
By the way, almost some contact between two PG-13 contacts with Mattel Copper, almost getting inside of Paul Gibson. But okay, I guess. Wasn't really expecting that. David Shutt switched that out. Here we are. You loaded in?
I'm kind of loading in. I'm getting my ATVO up, so right now, and I think that's the root of my whole connection issues.
Probably. All right. So anyway, while Todd manages his mishap, like always, Todd, we got some big news regarding October for the 1000th broadcast. If you want to tell people about it.
Yeah. So what we're thinking of doing is trying to get all of our broadcasters that have at least broadcasted one race for Trackside Racing Network or Trackside
I am so
Esports.
far behind. I literally have my pre-show overlay still up. Lord.
Oh boy, you are all messed up. But anyways,
sorry guys.
Like I said, we're gonna take everybody that's broadcasted on this channel here, and we're gonna actually try to do a broadcast with everybody to kind of show the appreciation of, you know, all the leagues that we've done, everybody that's broadcasted with us, everybody that's watched our races. So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out, I guess you could say.
For sure.
So up front right now, it is Colin Weatherhope and David Shutt. They're they're having a pretty good battle right now, as I messing up my words, as I'm basically doing this broadcast with the coattails of Chapman's coat, but so yeah.
All right, so there you go. We'll have our 1000th broadcast special sometime in October. We'll figure out the date.
Yeah, we're not entirely sure which league it will be, but we will let you know for sure once we kind of pinpoint which one it is.
Hope you guys like my pre-show. That's pretty amazing. What? I'll tell you, Todd. We haven't been this confused literally in like the last month and a half.
Right.
And I even get here on time, and have time to actually get everything set up, and I still mess it up.
Well,
so who knows?
Well, I mean, you probably loaded in the wrong overlay as well, but for this one with this race being in Austria, you know, it'd be okay.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Here is Robert putting a lot of pressure on Matthew. This is for the 12th position to the inside. Looks like Robert may have a chance here. Both Porsches, by the way, running against each other. Not going to happen. Matthew Dosh able to keep that in 12th at the moment. Right now, biggest mover of the race would go to none other than Aaron Law back in the 21st spot. He is up 3 spots. Biggest mover of the race. That could change once we start hitting pit stops and all that, but we'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, everything kind of settled out here for the most part as Les Turner putting Dwayne McCarthy under attack right now for 16th. Actually, Les hasn't gained or lost any spots from what I'm seeing.
No, and that doesn't surprise me either, how Les has actually maintained his position. You know, he's another one of them guys that after pit stops, man, watch out for him.
Yeah, hopefully Les has a better season this year. I think he'll be okay. Nikel Kopka put down a new fastest lap on 129.659. Nikel right now running in 4th place in that PG13 Velocity RC. He's actually running the McLaren here as well tonight. And you can see our top 4 right there on your screen at the moment, kind of all within a second of each other, as Nikel about 7/10 back, make that 8/10 back. She has a little trouble on that exit. But one thing about this, for you guys that do not know, the most really, like Todd said, you do not have to take tires once we hit pit road. Really, the main reason why this race only being 30 minutes or 21 laps, it is such a short race, and really your tires are just starting to really generate heat enough where it creates grip and stuff like that. So you're not going to use tire or take tires that just cost too much time. Some guys may do it, but we usually see that done by accident more than anything. But.
Right, and one thing I do want to mention, these guys are running a max load of fuel at 34%. So these guys have already been told you cannot make it the whole 21 laps. So
if you are new to watching Red Sox, these guys always run a lower fuel load, and really just to keep everything fair and balanced to make sure they have to hit pit road. Reed Rundle running a new paint scheme, by the way. We was looking at it a moment ago. There he goes, that Jim Beam orange. It's nice paint. I like that. I like how he's got his name in the front window instead of over top the window. That's pretty nice. But anyway, there he is, and right in front of him, of course, we carried off running in 5th or 14th place right now.
Yep. Top 4 still kind of broken away from the pack. Still, well, now Alex LaRose is about 2.5 seconds behind the top 4 for your leader.
And that's the thing that was interesting to us was, the last 2 full seasons, maybe 3, we've ran multi-class races. So, we've had, the GT3s, GTEs, and GTDs. I'm sorry, we were in LMP2s, GTEs, and then the GTDs. And this season, we have merged everything back into one. Personally, I'm a big fan of that. Todd, I don't know your personal thoughts on it. Do you prefer the multi-class? Some guys prefer the multi-class. It's a little bit different, but some people prefer one big single class.
Sometimes, depending on the track and the car that they run, I am a big fan of the single car. But at other tracks, like if you're going to run 2 different types of classes, the LMP2s and the GT3s, I would rather run the GT3s because I would think I had a better chance at winning that championship.
Yeah.
If I was good in them cars, as I'm still kind of having some connection issues, losing frames and stuff. But man, we really got to sit down and figure this stuff out for tomorrow.
I got you. So anyway, we'll do it tomorrow. Up front, Colin Weatherhope getting a look by David Shutt. Todd, if you need to just look at my screen on Discord, that work for now.
Yeah, I mean, mine just keeps blinking, popping in and out.
I got
so
you. Yeah, we'll figure it out. No big deal. David Shutt right now running P2. Colin Weatherhope P1. Here comes Shutt once again. Look at the inside. Going to be tough. Not going to be able to make the pass at the moment. That time didn't even get to the inside. We are closing on that halfway mark once again. We're about estimating 20 laps or so. About 16.50 left. So about 16, almost 16 and a half minutes left in this race. So that could change just a little bit. But so far we're watching David Shutt and Colin Weatherhope up in front with Paul Gibson running P3. Right there's Paul. And then Mikel and Alex LaRose running 4th and 5th. Mark Wilson back in 11th. He's trying to close this up on Chris Shilsmith and Justin Kirby, who's somewhat near each other. Right now, everybody's spaced out by more than 3/10 that I see. Maybe Terry Dahl. Terry Dahl's got some damage, by the way. Pretty heavy damage on that left side of that car. That's actually the whole left side. That's not even the front. But he is currently running in 15th. Not sure what happened there. At the moment, by the way, everybody's still on track in this race, and Terry Dahl on pit road. He's not the only one. Multiple cars coming down.
Yep, and here we go. Battle for the lead. Colin Weatherhope's going to hold David Shutt, he's gonna hold him off coming out of that turn. I don't know what turn number that was.
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure either. We're not familiar with Red Bull Ring.
no,
We are pretty far from it.
But as you were talking there, I was kind of watching the field, how they run this race, or run this track. They're really running over these rumble strips in these turns, and the cars are not getting loose.
Yeah, and I think that's really just a GT3. I think that you can attach these or attack these corners more than what we could see in the LMP2. We know you couldn't really do that in the LMP2. You couldn't really do it even in the GTE last season.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there was also a tire update done on these cars since then. Don't quote me on that. I may be completely wrong, but I'm 90% sure that there was. I think I read that in the update post. But something to definitely keep an eye on. Nikhil Kopker has closed the gap up on Paul Gibson as well. And that kind of goes down a little bit right there. But, I mean, really right now it's a PG-13 kind of race. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. Very surprised to still see David Shutt in the PG-13, though.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen here, but, I mean, we're just going to have to see how it works out for him. I mean, he's got great teammates around him now, being over there at PG-13, so.
All in all, good race. And honestly, this is what we expected from these guys. They always put on a good race no matter what. The only thing that worries me all the time is, if you're these leaders, what's going to happen on pit stops and stuff like that. That's the biggest thing these guys are kind of worried about at the moment.
Right, and that always worries me as well because these guys are out so far ahead of the field.
Yeah.
They actually run the risk of staying out too long, and then you get some of these people like, who'd you say it was, Terry Dahl that already come down and they're going to be not necessarily a little bit faster, but they're going to gain time once these guys come down pit road. So ultimately, you could put yourself too far behind.
Yeah.
And then you won't be able to catch back up.
So we are past the halfway point. 20 seconds into this race left. So we are past the halfway, and these guys are still out there running. Like I said, personally, I like the idea of staying as late as you can and then coming down, but that's just always been my preferred choice. But we'll see how this shapes up once we get all the cycle pit through, or all the pit stop cycles going through and all that stuff. I mean, it could change pretty drastically, especially in the middle of this field. Looks like Dwayne McCarthy is coming down pit road. And double check. Yep. He is coming down. Matt Owens looks like he's coming down. Scott Hustad coming down. So there's some multiple cars pitting there. As we get a look all the way, really, you can see all the way back to 7th or 6th right here. But right now it is a PG-13 show. And by the way, where is Ross Booth? Did he not race tonight? I thought I seen his name in here.
I thought he was going to race tonight as well.
He was in here. Because I remember reading his name off. But I guess, yeah, we had 26 cars. Now we only got 25. So he must have decided not to race. Looks like Scott Hustad has had some issues. Maybe with taking tires on the 12 car. So he's spending some multiple time. Dwayne McCarthy also spending some multiple time on pit road. That's the thing, pit road. That's one thing you do not want to get caught doing now. Speeding, you get caught speeding here, you're pretty much done. You're not going to win this race more than likely, especially if you're inside the top 5. You do not want to get caught speeding. But Paul Gibson on pit road. We'll watch him come down and kind of get an idea of how long this pit stop takes. As you see the 31 coming down pit road, about to slide into the box. And we'll kind of get a total time here on pit lane. That's what we always watch.
Right. Do want to mention, while you are keeping an eye on that, earlier you had reported that Aaron Law was our fastest mover. He is actually disconnected from the session.
You are correct. So something happened there.
Yep. So currently, right now, our biggest mover would be, well, currently it's a tie between Chris Jimenez and Bill Paulicki.
Yeah, Bill Paulicki right now. Of course, that could change a little bit just because pit stops. Paul Gibson, by the way, a 32.9 total time on pit road. About what we're looking. Actually, that's been one of the fastest pit stops, all besides Justin Kirby, who had a 31.9. but pretty, 32.9, I think lower would be good. As you see Paul Gibson work up to Chris Jimenez right here. Chris hasn't been on pit road yet, and you see Gibson, going to go around him pretty easily. As now we watch back up with Colin Weatherhope, still waiting to see when the number 21 driver comes down pit lane. Want to mention, by the way,
it'd be interesting. Here we go. Coming down pit road, Colin Weatherhope.
We'll kind of keep an eye on him as he comes down. As you see,
going to bring David Shutt with him.
Yeah, this could be a big battle off pit road, honestly, between these two. And he's not the only one. I mean,
no, Nikhil is on pit road as well. Alex Rose on pit road. Mitch Heller on pit road.
So
Bidwell's on pit road.
Everybody's coming in this time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So ultimately,
go ahead.
Ultimately, I believe this is going to give the lead to either. I believe it's Paul Gibson, if he can catch up to these guys.
32.8 for Colin Weatherhope, and he will be able to keep the lead. It looks like he will. David Shutt. Paul Gibson's going to have a chance here at second, but he does take away third. Actually, he was already third, I believe. Nikhil Kopker stays fourth. Everything else is still cycling through. We will get a look at our Hard Charger Award here in just a minute to see who gets that.
Right.
What happened to Mitch Heller?
I have no idea.
He got caught speeding. He's still on pit road.
Oh, no.
This was his thing from about 3 seasons ago. He would just have little small things kind of body him, and it did it here once again. Right now, he will be back in 21st position.
Man.
So, I don't want to... Kevin Kyle has not been on pit road, so he's about to come now. I'm kind of take him out of the Hard Charger Award at the moment.
Right.
We'll give it just a second. But right now, it looks like Les Turner and Chris Jimenez could become the Hard Chargers at the moment. I mean, well, not really. Matt Owens has 5 spots. So, kind of keep an eye on that as we got about 8.5 minutes left in this race. And right now, we're averaging about, there's a moment right there for Weatherhope. He goes off the track in that dust.
Mm-hmm. And I believe that's kind of the line that they've been running there out of the last turn. They've been running basically all 4 tires to the left of that rumble strip there, and it's been kicking up a lot of dust. And I don't think it's, I know it's hard for David Shutt and Paul Gibson running behind them, but everybody else, by the time they get there, it's pretty much gone. So.
All right, let's look back a little bit in the field here and kind of see. Kevin Kyle is on pit road, by the way. I want to mention that. But looking around, not a whole lot really going on at the moment, besides really right now inside the top 3. Everything else looks like it's kind of settled down here just a little bit here for the Red Sox Racing Series guys. Once again, week 1. This 6-week event for the European Tour, that is.
Yep.
And next week, like I said, we will be at Barcelona, by the way, which is a very fun track. Looking forward to heading to Barcelona, then Hockenheim, and Spa, and Twin Ring Motegi, and Brands Hatch. Which one do you like out of them?
Well, I kind of like Spa and Brands Hatch.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Spa. I think Spa is probably my favorite track, honestly, on the road side of things. Well, for bigger tracks, it's definitely one of my favorites. I'm kind of curious about what the North American Tour is going to hold. I'm guessing Circuit of the Americas may be on there, Mid-Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking.
Daytona, I would guess. Guess.
Road America.
Could be on there, yeah. Road Atlanta.
Yep. Sonoma.
I mean, there's a bunch of them that really could be on there. Heck, even the Charlotte Roval. Battle up front, Todd. We got a 3-car battle, and we do got a little car way up in front of these guys. Trying to see who that is. Might be the Lane McCarthy. That's who it is. So, I don't think it's gonna pose any threat to these top 3 at the moment. But coming down to the last few laps, this group may catch him. I agree. first, second, third right now. PG-13 cars. No surprise. Actually, the top 6 all PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it might even be top 7, maybe even 8, maybe even 9. I'm trying to check. Is Justin Curry PG-13? Yes. So right now, Todd, our top 9 are PG-13.
Wow.
That's interesting. And actually, we got another PG-13 right in 11th right now, trying to get up to Mark Wilson to close. Mark Wilson, the only one not PG-13. Wow. Oh, guys,
as you can tell. I mean, as you can tell, PG-13, they
come ready.
Yeah, they came ready, and they're pretty much taking up the whole field.
Hey, I mean, they got a lot. That's for sure. David Shutt still puts some pressure here on Colin Weatherhope.
Yeah, and here we go. He's going to look to the inside of Weatherhope. Going to try and get a good run out of that corner. Still side by side. Now it's a 3-car battle.
Boy, one mistake here, and you get right into the back of.
Here we go. He's going to try it again.
Man.
Not going to be enough there.
Good racing, though, between these guys.
Yeah, and I mean, they're racing very clean.
Yeah, very clean. That's tough to do. I'm not going to lie, because really, me, I was just running into it, and that's just me, but, you know how I drive, Todd.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for myself how I would race him that clean. I mean,
yeah,
I would be the one to make him a really minor mistake and clip him.
Kill everybody. I got you.
Yep. No, you would just literally full throttle, boom, right into him.
Right to the corner. Out of the final corner it is. We're going to have 3 laps to go here from the Red Bull Ring. We're watching this battle right now. We do got a battle back from Hayes as well. We'll watch that too. These guys are side by side. Chris Shieldsmith, Justin Kirby. Oh, one of them gets sent off the track.
Uh-oh.
I think he even hit the wall. Yeah, Justin Kirby got sent off by a teammate.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, PG-13. Here we go.
Here we go. Battle for the lead again. Weatherholt's going to take the inside this time. And it looks like he will... Well, they're still running side by side right now.
Here's the battle for the lead Todd's talking about. By the way, Justin Kirby's hard contact actually flipped his car over.
Okay, and look at that. Weatherholt was able to hold David Shutt off again, and as now we see the headlights starting to come on these cars.
Yeah, that's awesome. This is a good battle right here for this lead. You're not going to find a closer battle in road racing right now. Like, honestly, this is about as close as you can get as far as road stuff goes.
Do you want to check back in on our biggest mover right now? I believe it is going to be Matt Owens.
6 spots right now. So, still watching this battle for the lead off the corner. They're looking for 2 laps to go here, Todd. From the Red Bull Ring. PG-13 dominating here tonight. Oh, you see the lights being flashed by the 02, or I'm sorry, by the 10 of David Shutt. Not going to be, probably just trying to make Weatherhope make a small mistake, I would guess.
I think that's what it is.
Maybe trying to make you think about it.
But even though these guys are really battling for the lead, don't count out Paul Gibson to make a move as well.
Oh, you see right there, that was the 10 backed up that corner trying to get a run out a little bit. He does get the run. Not sure if he's going to be able to get side by side. He may take a peek out. Let's see. I don't know if he's going to be close enough or not.
He's going to look to the inside. Nope. He was looking. Wasn't able to take that run.
Oh, he entered that exit a little bit different that time, too.
Yep.
He's trying a few different things, making it very tough to pass at the moment. It's a good battle here for the lead. We're looking for the white flag next time by at the stripe, and as we work off the final corner, or next corner will be the final corner. I apologize.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yes. No. Now.
Now it is.
No.
Yeah. There we go. White flag will be out in the air. We'll figure it out eventually. You see it right there. PG-13, David Shutt flashing his lights again. Colin Weatherhope able to extend just a little bit. Final lap again. They're flashing at this lap car. They did catch him. So this is going to be really interesting here. We've seen things happen. Here is... go ahead.
My main focus is on Paul Gibson right now. It's going to be interesting to see what these two for the lead do with this lap car ahead of them as David Shutt looks to the left side of Colin Weatherhope.
Great move there.
3 wide with that lap car. Not going to pose a threat with basically the top 5 as he's still kind of the way off to the side here.
Oh, they touch. More contact.
Maybe just a little.
More contact.
Oh, there we go. Here comes Paul Gibson under David Shutt.
Oh, man. Hard racing here. Now for second, Gibson getting a little bit of a bump. Going to be able to take second away. Now Weatherhope has a little bit of a breathing room. Maybe 2 car lengths separating the two. He's going to have one shot, Todd, to really drive it down into this corner.
Yep, and I think he's going to do it. He's got a good run.
Here we go. Looking for one more corner right here. Final corner this time. Out of the final corner.
Not going to be enough.
Not going to be enough. Colin Weatherhope, Paul Gibson, David Shutt. Weatherhope gets the victory here at Red Bull Ring. Great race in there.
Great race for about the 3/4 of it that I was able to see.
Nickel Kopker finishes in P4. Alex LaRose P5. Now here's one rule. You see a little bit of damage, by the way, on Weatherhope's car. Trust me, he does not care. But there goes that 0X race that everybody looks for this, so that's a little interesting. But we're going to talk to him here in just a moment. Go ahead and move over there. As we watch Colin here work around the corner. By the way, this is one rule this league does have. You have to actually have enough fuel to make it all the way back to the start-finish line. If you run out of gas, you get a 4-point penalty. So it's a pretty big penalty to take, and you make sure you make it all the way back around the circuit.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen seasons past, them 4 points.
They mean something.
Yes, I mean, 4 points can actually make or break your season.
Yeah, in this series, there's a 100% chance that it could break your season, especially if you're running for a championship. Usually that 4 points means win or loss on the championship. So there you see our race winner. We will go through the grid here in just a moment. By the way, the top 10, 9 of them was PG-13. So
man,
impressive there. Les Turner and Terry Dahl, pretty good finish, 12th and 11th. Or 12th and 13th, sorry, not 11th. But here you go, guys. Your race winner is Colin Weatherhope, as he will bring the car down the pit lane. No donuts or burnouts going to be done. Probably don't have enough gas there, to be honest. I'm sure you probably cut it pretty close on that. So we will get ready to talk to them here in just a moment. As Colin going to park it in victory lane here tonight. And we wait for him to come on in here and do her thing, and we will talk to him in just a moment. Hear from Red Bull Ring, Colin Weatherhope victory, Paul Gibson second, and then it will be David Shutt third, Nickel Kopker going to finish fourth, Alex LaRose, Cameron Bidwell, Trent Brown going to finish seventh into 7. Chris Shieldsmith, Mark Wilson, Matthew going to finish inside top 10. So we will wait just a moment, and we will go ahead and grab Paul Gibson because he's the only one in here first. So let's start off with a multi-time champion in this series, and we will talk to Gibson first. Paul, it's Adam and Todd up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Good to hear your voice again. It's been a few weeks. Man,
yeah, it's been a bit.
Been a minute, that's for sure. Second place here tonight. Good racing up front. A lot of PG-13 guys inside the top 10, 9 to be exact, and you're one of the ones battling for the lead in this one. Talk us through your night, man.
Yeah, tonight was a showcase of putting in your lap and qualifying. Colin did it, and I didn't. I definitely had the pace. I just didn't do it in qualifying.
Man,
so Yep, just flies or something. So
It was interesting because there was only really like 2 or 3 passing zones where you guys were so even, and really it looked like you had to jump to the outside of the corner to really be able to try to make a pass. I can't remember what turn it was, but there was really 2 of them where you had to jump to the outside. Talk about trying to make a pass here. It looked very tough.
it is incredibly hard to pass here. It's there just isn't enough straightaway to pull up on somebody, and especially the last 2 corners are like medium high speed and just air push there, so you lose a couple tenths, and then you need the whole front straightaway to get a little bit back, and then you need the whole second straightaway to get back up to them. So yeah, it's just really tough to pass. So yeah, it just Colin, I mean, you've seen him do it before where he doesn't show a whole lot of speed in practice, and all of a sudden he finds all of it in qualifying. So he just did it again to us.
Yeah, he just told you slow, Colin, but that is what it is. Yep. But either way, man, he showed it up here in the race. Second place tonight here in this one. Next week, let's go ahead and talk about it real quick. We actually go to Barcelona, a place you're familiar with. What's thoughts heading there with the GT3?
Yep. Yeah. So I don't think I've run any GT3s there, right. But it's a fun track. I like that place. Like as usual, since it's fixed setup, car selection is absolutely key. So yeah, I'm sure we'll be trying all the different cars and see what we like. So, but yeah, that was fun. Yeah, just congrats to everybody in PG-13, and you may have noticed we picked up a new one
we talked about
for the for this year. We're entering another series of multi-driver cars, and we wanted to field 2 cars, and we needed another driver, so we picked up David Shutt. And again, he just showed he's got the speed, and he's clean too. We love it. So
for sure, man. You know what to do? Shout outs.
Just shout out to PG-13. Great job, Colin. Obviously, very dominant today when it mattered. Just great. Put on a clinic. Then to David Shutt, and also Nikhil. He was racing real hard with us there for a little bit. So yeah, just a great time. Good fun.
Hey, good job, buddy. Congrats.
Yep. Thanks. I'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Next up, it is the race winner, Colin Weatherhope, parking in victory lane here in the number 21. Colin, it's Adam and Todd, man. You got a copy?
Hey, Adam, can you hear me all right?
Got you loud and clear, man. Talk us through it, dude. First race of the season, first victory of the season, and now you park it in victory lane. That's got to feel pretty good.
Man, if you'd have told me that I'd lead every lap, qualify on pole, and win the race coming into tonight, I don't think I'd have believed you. I thought I was about 4th fastest of our crew, and I think I just got a little fortunate that I got a good lap in qualifying, and the other guys might have misstepped a little bit in qualifying, and I had to defend my life out the entire race because David and Paul and Nikhil, Alex were all breathing down my neck.
For sure, and we noticed David, of course, had a few shots at you there, but really he had to jump to the outside of the corner to be able to get a run. Did you notice that as well? He really tried several times to get underneath you, and it just really wasn't paying off on the exits.
Yeah, turn 3, that second long braking zone into that hairpin is a key place. You have to know when to give up the inside and give up the outside, and I think I did it pretty well tonight, where he would just be peeking on the inside, and I'd let him have it, and I'd give him a nice run out of the corner. And other times, he'd get a big run down the straightaway, and I'd let him take it and try to just chop him off on the exit and stick with him on the inside all the way down that next straight. And it fortunately worked out all the way bumper to bumper and fender to fender in the last lap even.
This is the way really to start the season off, of course, not only for you but your team as well. What's your thoughts next week heading to Barcelona? I asked Paul the same question. Do you like it?
I haven't really raced there much. I think I raced there once with the Red Sox League, but I think Paul's been practicing and he's figuring out what kind of cars we're going to be running, and I think it'll be fun. It's a fun track. I like it.
For sure. Hey, man, shout-outs and all that. First win this season or the first race?
Yeah, just shout out to you and Todd and Les and Terry. We had a great league. We're glad to be back. A month and a half off or whatever it was. It's nice to be back.
For sure, man. Hey, good job tonight, buddy.
Hey, thanks, Adam.
Next up, it is none other than David Shutt. I think David's literally been here since the beginning. I even started broadcasting this. But David, it's Adam, man. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
P3, man. Some good racing, some really hard racing up front between you, Weatherhope, and Gibson. And really, man, I was just talking to Weatherhope about it. It came down to a couple of corners. You mixed it up a lot, trying to figure out a way to pass. It looked like it was very tough.
Yeah, it was really tough in these cars. It was a lot different than I was expecting compared to how we ran at practice. Yeah, it was just really tough. You had to, in the first hairpin, you had to get the outside, and then the second hairpin, you had to be on the inside. So it was kind of hard to make a move, but it was a blast racing against these guys.
So I got to ask you, because now you are joined up with the PG-13 guys, which dominated here tonight. 9 out of the top 10 spots went to them. Talk us through that decision, man. That's pretty big because we know that these guys are good, and of course you're always competitive. Well, talk about the decision to join that team.
Oh, well, it's all on them. They actually sent the invite, so I really appreciate that. It's been a blast leading up to this race, and yeah, hopefully we can get some more trophies later down in the season.
Yeah, man, we know that you've won championships, of course, in here before, but talk about next week when I asked them the same question, Barcelona, a place that you are familiar with.
Oh, yeah, track I'm pretty used to. Not sure which car we're going to run, but I think it'll be more of a mix than all the same car like you saw a lot of tonight.
For sure, man. Any shout-outs you want to give out here tonight?
Yeah, definitely want to give a shout out to everybody at PG-13 for bringing me aboard, you guys for broadcasting, and everybody for watching.
Hey, good job tonight, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man. All right, Todd, thoughts on the race, dude?
Man, from what I could tell, the only word that I have is PG-13. They showed in and they showed up. Like Colin said, he wasn't really expecting on leading, basically winning practice, winning qualifying, and leading every single lap of this race here tonight for Red Sox Racing League. And, man, that's just an incredible accomplishment to not only do on a track that you really haven't raced on before, but just in general to do that. I mean, that is extremely hard to do.
Yeah, man, I'm going to be honest. I don't like the track. I'm going to be honest. I thought the racing was fantastic, but it's very tough to pass, especially in these cars. Now, granted, I know we found out that F1 run here or used to run here or does run here or something. Of course, that's a little bit easier for them to pass than these cars, of course. But
right,
the track itself is really cool. Like, it's the first time I've been to it. I like the track. I'm just not the biggest fan of the racing here. But it got really exciting there at the end, I will say that. Overall, not a bad race. I'd give it like, a 6.5 or 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's right about where I would put it as well.
Sure. Who got the Hard Charger award?
It was, I believe it was Matt. Hold on, I had minimized ATVO
I think it was Matt Owen.
for a second. Yes, you are correct.
Yes.
He was up 7 spots.
7 spots. Not bad. Where did he finish?
He finished, I believe it was 18th.
So this is something we're going to be doing, by the way. Broadcaster Focused Season Award, and that will go to the Hard Charger of the race. So there you go. All right, guys, that'll do it. We'll be live tomorrow night, Sim 500, Midnight Thunder Series. We will be live from the Coca-Cola. What's the actual name of it? iRacing Super.
iRacing Super. Yep.
There you go. Death is about to occur in that one. No broadcast Saturday. We will be back Sunday. But that'll do it. Y'all have a great night. Todd, anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Okay. Sorry about the beginning. It was a little sloppy. You guys have a great night. Take care as always. God bless.